Hey, what's up everybody, Troopy115 here. Today we are back with another in-depth video, and I know I've been doing a lot of in-depth videos. I kind of went a little sidetracked from my original series of my Survive and Thrive series. I know I haven't did a lot of that lately, and I might not, I don't know when, but I might be getting back to that soon. I'm not pretty sure. But in today's in-depth video, I will be covering the Queen Bee. And the Queen Bee is a boss summoned by breaking the larva inside of beehives of the underground jungle, or using a bee emanation anywhere within the jungle. She is immune to the confusion debuff. So basically what we're going to be talking about in this video is we're going to go over some of the Queen Bee's special attacks. We're going to review some notes and some tips, and I'm going to tell you what all her drops are, and I'm gonna tell you what is her life on expert and on normal Terraria experience. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about coin drops and stuff like that, and yeah. Anyway guys, let's get into this. The Queen Bee is a boss, and the environment is a beehive or in a jungle area, and the damage it does is 30 through 54 melee and 22 through 44 stingers, and its max life is 3,400 on expert, 4,760, and its defense on normal is 8, and the defense it has on expert is 8 through 20 depending on health. Also, it has a knockback resistance of 100. So yeah, and it drops 10 coins. One of the first 3 items will always drop. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the items. So what the items are for the Queen Bee: we got ourselves a bee gun, we got a beekeeper, we got the bee's knees. The bee gun has a 33% drop chance. The bee's knees has a 33% drop chance as well. Also, the beekeeper has a 33% drop chance. The honeycomb has a 33% drop chance. And here's one that's really gonna be weird. Nectar. It summons a baby hornet, but this has a 5% drop chance on console and a 6.7 drop chance on PC. And next we have the honey goggles, and the honey goggles are only on PC, and they have a 5% drop. Next is the hive wand with a 33% drop, then a bee hat with an 11% drop, a bee shirt with an 11% drop, and bee pants with 11% drop. Next thing is bee nades. They are 10 through 29, 75% drop. Then the Queen Bee trophy with a 10% drop. And you got bottled honey, 5 through 15, 100% drop. Also, you got a Queen Bee mask, but this one can only be obtained on PC and consoles with a 14.29% drop. Also, lastly, you got your bee wax. You have your 16 through 26, and on expert 17 through 29, only on PC though, but it's a 100% drop. Also, your expert treasure bag for the Queen Bee will drop, I believe, a hive pack. And what the hive pack does, it increases the strength of friendly bees. So let's say if you have a gun like the bee gun, you're shooting a bunch of bees and they're going all over the place. They won't be like tiny little bees with this on. It would allow you to have like giant bees that do more damage and stuff, like all that fun stuff. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on to the Queen Bee's attacks. The Queen Bee has 3 distinct attacks patterns. 1. She will level herself horizontally with the player and fly back and forth 3 times in an attempt to ram the player. 2. She will spawn bees while hovering, which attacks the players. 3. Similar to hornets, the Queen Bee will rapidly fire poisonous stingers at the player during this pattern, she will alternate between hovering above the player and swooping at them. And lastly, in expert mode, so this is an expert attack, the lower her health is, the faster she'll do 3 these attack patterns. This is most notable with her first attack, where she changes super quickly at 1 through 10 HP. And now we're gonna move on to her notes. Okay, some notes are, well, one of the notes are exactly one and only one of the beekeeper, bee gun, or honeycomb will always drop upon defeating the queen bee. The hive wand has a separate 1/3 or 33% chance to drop in addition to one of those 3 items. Number 2, essentially, a hive will be large enough to possess 2 larvae if the player is using a bouncing weapon such as the water bolt. They need to be wary of the second larva, lest they be set upon by another queen bee. Another note is, a world can possess multiple beehives and multiple bees, so you can find more than just one beehive in your local jungle biome. Another note is, the larva can be broken by any damaging weapon similar to a pot, so many actions such as the Oriental armor set bonus of a star cloak can break the larvae, causing the queen bee to be unintentionally spawned. So if anything hits the larvae, it'll just break and then you gotta start fighting her. Also, queen bee will sometimes not despawn when all players are dead and will pursue a player back to their spawn, so she's not giving up no matter what. Once the queen bee is defeated, the witch doctor will spawn if there is an available house. So that's something to note when you defeat the queen bee. You get yourself an NPC, the witch doctor, and he can become very helpful after you defeat Terraria, which is the boss before you go into hard mode and get out of free hard mode. So it's something to note. You get a lot of new stuff after beating Terraria. Okay, now we're gonna move on to some tips. Our first tip: the honey naturally found in beehives can be used to craft bottled honey or provide passive health regeneration mid-fight. But be careful to avoid being knocked into it, because when you're knocked into the honey, it makes you slower and you can't really move as fast while you're in the honey, but it does give you the buff of regeneration, so something else you wanted to note. Also, the bees do a little damage, the bees do little damage but can easily become an annoyance, as they can push the player around in the case that you don't have a cobalt shield or obsidian shield yet. To avoid knockback, any grappling hook can be used to ensure yourself to block, anchor yourself to block, but what that means is like you just grapple to the top and you can prevent yourself being knocked around. And something to note is, yeah, you can just have yourself a cobalt shield, but I doubt you'll have that because you have to go into the Skeletron dungeon, and that's the next boss we're going to be covering in our next video, so look forward to that. And yeah, also tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna post a video late tomorrow because I'm doing this at night, and then I do have school. Today was my day off because of a holiday, Labor Day I believe it is today, and so I'm gonna be posting a video tomorrow. I'm doing this pre-recording, so yeah, and if it's late, I'm sorry. I have to go to sleep because it's kind of late. It's like 12 o'clock and I'm doing this, and I got school tomorrow, and I try to have as much energy as I can before I go to school. So yeah, So if this video is posted late, I'm sorry. I do have all the recordings done. The only thing I just need to do is get some gameplay, and that's really it. And that's the gameplay that you're seeing right now, so this might be published a little late, I'm sorry. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and if you learned something new, leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, always check out more videos that I have, because I always put what to watch section in the description below of what you should watch next, or a previous video that I did. But anyway guys, that's it for this. I'm Chippy115, and I'm out. Peace.